Welcome back, Let's Like the Lit family.
Today we're reacting to 8 at the Table. Can love exist without sex in a relationship? If you're new to the channel, make sure they what?
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell icon so you get notified every time I release another video.
And we're going to get straight into it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments too. Can love exist without sex in a relationship? That's interesting.
Me, I'm all about sex. The sex ain't good, you don't love me. If you can't get hard, you don't love me. That's me. This is a no judgment zone.
There's no love without sex. How many people here believe that right now?
I believe that. I can only speak for me, and that I would have to say I would feel some type of way if I wasn't getting any sex.
For me, I'm all about sex. The sex ain't good, you don't love me. If you can't get hard, you don't love me. That's me. This is a no judgment zone.
She had to let it go real quick.
I'm saying though, it's kind of, no, I'm just saying, and my thing, if your sex drive is low and my sex drive is high, it's not gonna work. And most likely, if you don't give me the okay to go, I'm gonna cheat. That I'm not like the most sex drive person, but when I wanna fuck, I wanna fuck.
Dan, so you tell something. If you want to cheat, with
okay,
your
Danny. Okay, Danny.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of like people know their partner. After a while, you've been with somebody, you know your.
So your partner should know that you're gonna cheat.
It sounds like she basically said, like, if I wanna and you don't want to do it, I'm gonna go cheat. Like,
dang. Like, you need to give me permission to. If you got a low sex drive, if you don't, I'm still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, Danny cutthroat.
I like to have sex. I know. Medium level of sex. And I can't satisfy. I gotta be on the lookout for you to cheat. That's what you just said. Because I know my partner for X amount of time.
Your sex drive is low, but like I will just be honest.
Why is that the only option?
But my whole thing,
what about counseling? What about church?
I can't be any.
I ain't doing none of that.
If your sex drive is higher than your partner's,
your sex drive is high, right?
Don't you think if toys come into play? What about if toys come into play? Don't you masturbate if you need to have sex and he's not with it right now? Just if yours is just higher, not at the complete highest.
Sex drive don't mean penetration. You feel me? People think about sex drive.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be penetration.
But you gotta be in some type of mood. You cannot just give me no mood. Okay, you don't like penetration? Let me suck your dick. If you can't do that, it's a problem. I gotta be entertained in some way.
So what's your appetite?
So does she have to be entertained, or does she have to feel like you're attracted to her? That's my question.
Yeah, she won't. I mean, probably even if you watch her masturbate, she may be happy with that.
Yeah, because she said if you can't get hard, if you can't whatever, then so maybe it's like she just wants to feel wanted. I understand that.
No, it's not my appetite. I'm just saying your sex drive gotta be balanced. Like, if my sex drive is over here, you gotta be somehow over here. I can't go with somebody that don't like to have sex at all. Because I'm a sexual person.
You fall in love with somebody that doesn't have.
But that's her love language. Her love language is
honestly, there's no love without sex.
She said, if you don't fuck me good. She said, if you don't fuck me good, you don't love me. That's what she said.
She didn't even say good though.
She didn't. When I have a connection with somebody,
it's about sex. They have to have.
It's not about sex. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
She wants to feel like you're attracted to her.
Yeah. Without sex. So like, I mean, like,
how many people before we
She's saying she can't love without sex.
Yeah.
There's no love without sex. How many people here believe that right now?
I believe that. I can only speak for me, and that I would have to say I would feel some type of way if I wasn't getting any sex.
But see, y'all dragging. We're not talking about any sex. No, let's be realistic. I'm not saying sex 7 days a week.
No, we are being realistic because you're trying to sound poetic. No.
Poetic. You trying to be Shakespeare and shit.
There's no love without sex.
Yo, you.
Okay, there's no love. There could be love, but I don't know.
I could have love.
You can have love.
Honestly, like I feel like when I'm
never get married, please.
No,
please. Let's be real. There's no love without sex.
I feel like when I'm really into somebody, I want to fuck more.
Yeah.
I get that.
So if you don't want to touch me, it's an issue for me.
I understand.
Definitely.
You're not sick. Your dick is not broken. What's the problem?
Yeah. Nah, real, for real.
Because you don't even want to touch me.
For real.
So I did more research, right? And about the whole sex drive and appetite. Some people are asexual.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not gonna be me.
No, asexual means why you
I like Danny a lot, bro.
Okay, so
Danny just raw and uncut with it.
Having sex just to please you, or they like the idea of it. It's like, it's a spectrum. It's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, oh, you don't suck dick, you don't eat pussy, I'm out, I'm a cheat. You should know me. It's none of that. That's what I said, like, It is so deep. So if you meet a person with a high sex drive, it comes from somewhere. If it's a low sex drive, it comes from. You should investigate. You should have a conversation. And if all of that checks out, then leave. Don't go cheat.
All right, Albert.
Don't say no. I'm not gonna change the position up.
Communicate with the partner.
But even so, listen. Let's be real, because now
that is real.
No, stop. That was poetic.
But not
Let's be
everyone
real.
on the panel
Let's
said
be
they were
real,
gonna
right?
cheat.
You know that the top 5 reasons for problems in marriage is
Sex.
the lack of sex.
Yes.
Okay. You understand?
Yes.
I agree.
So
Yes.
do you understand that?
I'm the one
Yes.
So do you
Yes.
understand that the other partner in that marriage is
Alright.
saying there is no
Sex.
love or a lack
Yeah.
of love because there's no sex?
My love is not in my crotch, on her crotch. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
this
but
deeper
I
than
love
that.
what's
We're
in
talking
that
about love,
crotch,
we're talking
though.
about
I mean,
So
you know,
let's say
you know what I mean?
Come on now.
all right, so let's be real now. Let me ask you a question, hypothetical, right? If you were married for 2 years, and actually 4 years, and the last 2 years, your wife said, I'm not having sex, and she kept dubbing you for 2
If
years.
she's saying those words verbatim, she's not
I'm not
having sex.
into it. I don't want to do it. Not right now. Later. And then later never happens. You
Then obviously it's
For 2 years, I'm getting a divorce. What is you talking about? I am getting divorce,
Did he say on
bro.
brown sugar?
I'm
My
getting
divorce?
right. What? Yep.
Like, it's
yes,
time to
I'm
go.
getting a divorce
But it would have
because
been had.
if you not smashing me, my mind is gonna wonder who you're smashing, bro. You feel me? Because I don't care if you have the lowest of the lowest sex drive, you're gonna want to have sex eventually. So if you're ducking me consistently for 2 years, I'm getting a divorce.
Yeah, and I think that's why they say he's been poetic, because he's trying to make up these scenarios.
Yeah.
That's just like, what if they're asexual? Yes, we know that there's spectrums on the sexual like scale and intimacy and all of that. But if somebody's asexual, hopefully they're not forcing themselves to have sex at the beginning of a relationship, and then once they get to know you, they like, oh, turns out I've been asexual this whole time. I don't really want to have sex. Like that's something you figure out at the beginning and try to work through. But she's saying our sex drives are here, and then all of a sudden, there's a problem.
Right.
Like, there's a problem.
Right. There definitely is a
And,
problem.
yeah,
and we
and
go
from past experience,
Inspector
there was a
Gadget
problem.
find that
So,
mug.
yes,
You
no.
tripping, boy.
No.
But you understand.
Because, before I get to over, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna do counseling. Yes, I'm gonna
Right.
do things.
Agreed.
It is a problem. Yes, I got
bring in the
married.
toys.
If I'm married.
Over those 2
I
years.
got married. I didn't get married for sex. I could just stay single and fuck.
But see, that's the thing too, and I just want to pause it one more time. The question isn't if you're married, you feel me, and you stop having sex, does that mean that the love is no longer there? That's not what the question is. The question is, can love exist without sex?
Right.
So where he's going, I understand where he's going when he's like, you know what I mean? If I'm married, blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, if I'm married, I'm going to try. You feel what I'm saying?
Even if I'm not married, it's not saying that immediately I'm gonna be like, I gotta go, but it's saying that's gonna be a problem.
Yes.
That we're gonna have to figure out.
Eventually,
Or
we're gonna either get divorced or break up. Because I mean, come on,
there
man.
can
Like,
be, it also depends on like your love language and who you are. Like if you're an asexual person, of course there can be love without sex in a relationship, because that's not something you're looking for. So it depends on who you are.
yeah, depends on the people. Yeah.
Married for sex, why are you having to seek counseling for sex?
Because my partner. It's something with my partner going on.
No, it's something with you and what you want. And she's not giving what you
I
want.
want the package, right? And I'm not getting the whole package.
I get what Oliver's saying.
I do too.
I get what he's saying too, but I'm just saying.
He's saying,
wants to make
I
it
get
work.
what he's saying as
And
well.
then I pull the
But
plug,
then, but whatever you're saying right now is, proving our point.
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself.
You're sick because y'all not going through the process. Danny was just saying, if in two weeks we ain't fucking, I'm cheating.
She didn't say no time
did not
frame.
say
That's
that.
not what you not saying.
She didn't
That's
say
not what
that.
you not saying.
Oliver, let me just say this.
She says, not what you not saying.
Compatible in a relationship, like to be with someone, you gotta be compatible. Like in your relationship, like guys somehow like it's something gotta be compatible.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's the same thing for sex.
Yeah.
You gotta be somehow compatible.
Yeah.
I can't take a 1 and then I'm a 10, or you go from being a 10 and you're a 2. It's not gonna work.
Before you break up or leave, will you try?
Yeah,
Yes or
I will
no?
try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't think she wouldn't try.
She may not try for a long period of time,
But
but
she
she's
gonna
gonna try. She gonna be like, is your dick broke? Are you sick? She gonna be like, what's wrong?
But another thing too is like I like what she said, that does like make sense. Like if yours is up here and your partner's is down here, you guys can make it work, because hypothetically speaking, you could potentially not be in the mood, but you can just satisfy them. You feel me? If it's like this, but if that bit way down here, then
it's kind of hard to be in the middle.
Yeah, we have a problem. You feel me? So
I'm gonna give you the years 20 to 24. I had a high sex appetite, which means I wanted to taste a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have a high sex drive, because when I got into my relationships, I didn't have sex as much as when I had a high appetite. I could have sex with a new girl every day, but I couldn't have sex with the same girl every day.
Damn, it's alright, Rico.
You get what I'm saying?
that's crazy that he just said that, but I get what he's saying.
Definitely.
But see me,
baby sex appetite and sex drive be like,
I could have sex with this woman right here every day. You feel me? Let me get some sleep. Back up. I'm ready again. What are you talking about? I got 2, 4, 6, 8. What are you talking about?
So like,
It's
my
just my one.
appetite was like,
Hold on, wait. And I
wanted
just want to say one more thing, because like when I was single, like I didn't want to have sex with like different women every day, because first of all, you know, safety reasons, and second of all, I just didn't really want to. But in my relationship with the woman that I'm like, you know, have that connection with, that mental, physical, all that connection with, to not want to every day, that's crazy.
see, that's interesting, because that's the opposite of what he's saying.
I know. That's
I'm
what I'm
more on
saying.
the spectrum of him, because
Yeah.
maybe like once I get in that relationship, I'm being satisfied in so many other ways that I'm not dependent on that sexual relationship every day. But when I'm just out here based on looks and lust and attraction, I'm gonna have sex and it's gonna be a new experience every time, because I'm not getting anything else.
So we need to hear what he's saying, because I don't think he's saying what you're saying, but what you're saying, that's dope.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if he's saying the
Yeah.
same thing, but what you said, okay.
try this, I wanted to try that, I wanted to try this, I wanted to try that, and then when it's all said and done, when I got my main course, I just didn't eat all of my food.
He's not saying what you're saying, but he's not saying what you're
For
saying.
me, that's interesting, Rico. I just feel like, you know, why wouldn't you want to give your all
Yeah.
to that one shit? Like, why wouldn't you want to do fun things? You know, why wouldn't you want to do all that?
I mean, maybe in the beginning.
You think it just kind of like died out?
It's just, no, it's not that it died out. It's just all right, so when you have a high sex appetite, it's the curiosity, because every woman is
So
different.
you just, for you,
Right?
you
Like
wanna
having
do-
sex with you,
the newness.
it's
You
gonna
know,
be
that's what I
so
said in the
different from
beginning.
having sex with Danny. And somebody with a high appetite just wants to try every single different energy, you know?
That's the difference.
I want to go to
Sex
Cheddar's today.
drive is the desire to have sex. That's why some people have a high sex drive and some people have a low sex drive. A sex appetite is somebody that's meant to fuck whenever, whatever.
And anything. Even if they don't enjoy it.
Oh, I enjoy it, first of all, but I'm both of those.
Yeah, that's why I said
That's
shit
also
right
yeah.
here.
Appetite don't enjoy it too.
Drive and appetite.
They have a sex appetite, a high sex appetite, but they have a low sex
You
drive.
stupid.
So it's like, not that they don't want to have sex with every different girl or every different man, but their sex drive is low.
I will say this, that the relationship that I was in, it was kind of like boring sex.
Oh, wow.
But
He said, "Oh wow."
Boring sex.
He said, "Oh wow."
But
He said, I want her
I
to
feel
finish
like having somebody that you're really, really physically attracted to, you're like, I was doing swinging from the chandelier.
Oh, with another person.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried different stuff.
Oh, okay.
What is porn sex now?
Yeah, I want to know.
I mean, I feel like
What
boring
was
sex
boring
is like
sex
the
with him?
same
What was it with him? What was that?
position, same thing,
Kind of
all
like
the
a
time.
routine.
Yeah, like
Did you
that's
speak
not
up?
fun. Did I speak up?
Yeah.
Ooh, Danny, do you want to say something?
Hold on, wait, no, hold on.
No, and I just feel like
But wait, you
I wanna hear what Danny got to
and
say,
how long
bro.
were you dealing with this boring sex?
for a while.
So then, whose fault is it?
That, no, for real. I agree with Oliver.
I mean, it takes
I
two to
agree with
tango.
him. Yeah.
That's some real shit.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, so it's like, who's to blame? Because he may think he's killing it.
Yeah.
And this whole time you creating a monster.
He think he Babe Ruth in it.
Right.
They killing it.
If you, hold on, because
He's striking out.
You keep allowing him to come back
Right.
with the same 2 strokes at
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
And I'll be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Right.
am I?
Because look, here I'm going. I'm your man. 4 years I've been giving you whack dick.
Have you been giving him whack too?
He said whacked it. Yeah.
You accepted it for extensive amount of time.
Might be boring
So
to
then
him
I'm gonna
too.
look at you and be like, well, maybe you were born too. Like, you know, like, cause you took
Yeah,
it.
Oliver.
You
Yeah,
stayed.
yeah, for real.
You didn't try
What
nothing
I'm
new.
trying to say is, with the new partner, we're doing other.
Just asking questions.
What is other
I mean,
stuff?
that can happen.
I'm just curious,
That
what's
can
other stuff?
happen.
So I have a question
You
though.
want to know what other stuff?
I know he do, but I have a question. So if she would have spoke up and told her partner, "Hey, I'm not this is boring," he could have potentially responded and said, "I know, right?" And then they could have spiced it up. But instead of communicating,
She put
communication
it all on him.
is
sounds
important. Yes. She went out and found another partner to do those things with. When if she would have communicated with her current partner, that could have happened. So
I don't know if she went out and found another partner, but my thing is, I feel like she put the responsibility in his court alone to be to have the spiciness in the sex life.
Yeah.
Like, and you didn't even have to verbally come out and say, "I'm not satisfied." But damn, why
Can
don't
we
you
try new
start
things?
looking up some new stuff
Yeah,
yourself and inviting
yeah.
him into that? But
Yeah.
and if you did do that, I understand where you're coming from,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
If you-
sound
yeah,
like
it sounded like she was just like, "This is whack.
this is your job
yeah.
to spice it up." When, like he says, to the tango. So I respect what he said. That
Yeah,
was real.
I do,
That
yeah.
was real.
You can go into a whole
Yeah.
new relationship.
That was-
and
that
be
was
more
real,
open to
Oliver.
trying
That
new
was real.
things.
Boring sex is whack sex.
Yeah.
Boring sex is getting up, literally, like, you've been with the person for a while, you know, it's late at night, you know, the same position, like, you know, it's a quickie, it's a 2 second, you know, he's not about to he's not trying to put his finger in your butt, he's not trying to put toes, you know,
Daddy's
how you
so
gonna bust.
real, bro.
He don't want to do nothing extra.
How long do you do with that? That's my question.
Don't bust in my bit. He don't want to bust. He don't want to get the stuff dirty. He's just so clean.
I mean, he like-
Dirty over here, guys. It's just busting everywhere, huh? Over here.
Black flag.
Don't sit on her bed.
So, I'm gonna do Amanda, so what about you?
What about me?
Yeah, you've been kind of quiet.
What about me?
No, my
think Amanda has
a
a partner.
appetite. I want to know about your appetite.
I'm not sure, but I think she has a
I want to know. No, I want to know about your appetite. What's bigger, your appetite or your drive? Yeah, Amanda hasn't been talking much.
That's what happened.
She giggling. What's that? She's giggling. Oh shit! Oh man, I've never seen you blush like this.
It make me nervous.
Oh,
Her cheeks are red.
It's the makeup. It's cold blush.
Okay, period.
So I have a high sex appetite. I feel like.
What does that look like?
Well, okay, actually, previously to being in a relationship, I feel like I've had a high sex appetite. Right now, I feel like I'm experiencing low sex drive. But outside of a relationship, yeah, I always just wanted to get my rocks off.
But different. I'm gonna piggyback off of Rico. Where I'm at, I think I had a good balance of appetite and drive.
Dang, so if you have a high sex appetite while you're not in a relationship, and then you get into a relationship and your sex drive is low, does that mean that you're not sexually attracted to your partner, or like have a high sex drive to want to have sex with your partner? Like, do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I think we can talk about this stuff in general terms, but motive is important. Like, each individual relationship is important because, like I said, I saw where he was coming from, but my reasoning for it was
completely
different than his
yeah.
reasoning for it.
Yeah.
Because, but like I said, and I think people too, like, you try to make such a difference between sex appetite and sex drive, they're very, very closely related.
They are.
So it's like they're saying basically the sex appetite is the desire to experience maybe sexual things, but sex drive is actually committing the actual act. You know what I mean? So for me, like I said, outside of relationships, and now that I'm thinking about it, it makes more sense what he said. Even if they don't technically enjoy it, he's saying you can go out there and have a high sex appetite even when your sex drive is not that high.
See, so I don't know then, because I have to enjoy it. You feel me? I'm not just doing something just because it's like, I'm not like, I don't know, that kind of like leans a little bit more toward addiction for me.
Or people crying out for help, like I have a sex appetite because I feel like I'm searching for this thing, but when I don't really necessarily want to have
empty love type stuff,
right?
Yeah.
Or attention. I need attention, and I know I'm getting it through sex, but do I really want to have sex?
Yeah, but I know that I'm attractive, and I know that people are gonna want to have sex with me. So we going somewhere else.
Motive is important. Said all that to say,
yeah, we going somewhere else. But we definitely enjoyed this. You feel me?
Yeah.
I really, really like Danny, bro. Danny is raw and uncut. I like Oliver too. I like all y'all, but I like Rico too. You feel me? I really like Amanda because I feel like Amanda got a lot more to say, but she was very quiet.
Too, so
she was very quiet on this episode. You feel me? So I want to hear a little bit more from Amanda, but I really, really enjoyed this. If you're new to the channel, make sure they watch.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, smash the button, so you get notified every time we release another video.
And we'll see you guys next time.